How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In our last episode, we defeated Watson and grabbed our third badge, and then after we defeated him, we started making our way north so we can already start going ahead to grab our fourth badge. And although you guys might be wondering why does this look a little bit different from where we left off last time, and that is because in order to prevent doing a skip away at the very beginning, I decided just to make a small trek over to Lavaridge Town. But just to go ahead and show you, pretty much starting at the marker right here, I only just made like a couple steps over, just to avoid a lot of the trainer battles, and we'll be going ahead and doing that. But the first milestone I want to do in today's episode is once you reach Lavaridge Town, and then you make your way over a little bit west towards Route 114, just to try to avoid some trainer battles real quick, because we will be doing them. Just want to hold off on that for now. Ignoring him. Okay. I mean, I don't know if she's a trainer, but just to ignore that. We're going to go ahead and start grabbing our next companion. And if I could just find it on the first try. Oh, no, it's Lavaridge. Okay. No, not the companion that I want. I'm not going to skip ahead. I'm just going to do this just to see if I can. And nope. It's the Viper. You can find that here, but that's not the partner we want. It is a poison type if you're into that. Just for our emerald purposes, not going to be pursuing one. Okay, still Lavaridge. Okay, so this may take a little bit longer. It's not a rare Pokemon, but it is like a 10 or 15% chance of finding. There it is. That's our new partner right there, Swablu. Alright, so this is a normal flying type, and I would like to have a flying type in our team. Let me go ahead and try to weaken it. I don't think I'll be able to catch it right off the bat this way. And the beautiful thing about having a Swablu is it's not exactly a hard hitter, it's more of a defensive type Pokemon. But when it does evolve into its final form, Altaria, it is a good Poke to have just because it's Dragon Flying. Good typing. It does have some good moves it can utilize. And like I said, it's more built to be a bulky Poke than actually like an offensive, threatening one like other Dragon types typically. And I just want to weaken it a little bit more. I can honestly skip some of this because that's not important for us. If we can stop, okay. One more bite should be good. Alright. So now that I've lowered it enough, I'll go ahead with the Great Ball. This should give me a better chance of catching it, and then we will have our fourth partner for the Hoenn region and a Poke that I believe will be very useful in our team. Hey, there we go. But let's do it at the right time. Right there. Introduce our new teammate, Swablu. And of course, in all fashion, gotta give it a nickname. And I'm gonna go ahead with the nickname I thought about. It's not clever, but it's a nickname nonetheless. And Swablu does remind me a lot of one of the social media icons, and if you already know what I'm talking about, we already know what it's going to be, but I'm not going to name it that. I'm going to name it Tweet, because it looks like the Tweet. Okay, I'm just going to name it Tweet because it's just a bird, and it's really nice, and it's Tweet. Tweet. There we go. Yeah. Like tweet. Sorry, I need to really relax because I'm being a little bit annoying right now. Alright, but let me make my way over. Oh, want to ignore some of the battles. I'm going to make my way over to the Pokemon Center real quick. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and heal up Nurse Joy. Yes, I know. Thank you. And what's this lady blocking the Pokemon piece? Oh, hello, you are. Oh, yeah, your name is Romboy. I can see that you're a trainer. So that means you use the Pokemon storage system I developed. How I arrived at that conclusion is a simple deductive process. You spoke to me because you wanted to access something on this PC. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Lynette. Honestly, I'm glad to meet you. It's great you're using the storage system. If you could, please visit me at home. My house is on Route 114. Alright, we were just there. We may visit her, or not, we'll see. Now that I have a new partner, let me see, where are my items? Okay, I could give, what items do I have? We have the Sim Scarf for normal type moves. Since Tweet does have a normal type move, I'm just going to go ahead and give it to it, just to have it. Let me see what it has. Okay, natural cure, I think that's its only ability. It has a calm nature. I'm gonna have to check and see if that's a good one, but we'll just say it is for now. And as you can tell by the stats, it is more defensively sounded than offensively, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult training it, just because it's not gonna be a hard hitter. But of course, this is for the long run, and Tweet is gonna be a very good poke to have indeed. So now I'm going to make my way over back to where we originally were and start leveling up Tweet a bit more and just battling the trainers here. I'm going to go ahead and move these two down because I won't need them. And switching it over here. Alright, there we go. So now let's go ahead and make our way back. We might encounter some wild pokes along the way. Are you a trainer? Whoa, today's technology is wondrous thing. They take this volcanic ash and can be furnished in the glass. Okay, so he's not a trainer. But this person is. From out of the ashes I leap. Hiya, I challenge thee. Okay, so we have some type of fighter. Oh. Alright, Ninja Boy Lao. Oh, coughing. Okay, not a great start for Tweet. Just because coughing is more of a defensive-based poke. I would use ground type moves, and back when we were doing Pokemon Stadium 2, it would have been a good move to use. However, with the introduction of abilities, it negates coughing and, it's evolved form, wheezing, immune to ground type moves. So that's one buff for having abilities that we can't take advantage of, sadly, but that's okay. With it being too low level, this should have been a problem anyway, regardless. So it is going to take a while for Tweet to get some level ups. It's just when you're that much of a big level gap, that's just what we're gonna have to deal with. It's inevitable for Tweet to at least get some of these level ups. And I'm gonna have to switch just because this is not a good matchup. Get back to Kip. Alright. And really the whole point of today's episode is really gonna be a lot of training and just getting. That was a good. Oh my, sheesh. Alright, that was not great. He has more coffee. Just to go on, a lot of today's episodes are going to be a lot about really just progressing through and leveling up Tweet as much as we can. In order for us to do that, we're just going to have to be doing a lot of trainer battles today. It's kind of something we just can't really avoid. That's the part of leveling it up. And part of it is trying to get towards... Why does he keep self-destructing? I know it has that move, but come on. Alright, this is not a good Ninja Boy. With honor, I admit defeat. He basically just committed his own, yeah. I don't want you on the Poké Nap. I don't want to register little kids on the phone. That's not right. So one thing I haven't mentioned yet is the Pokemon you are able to encounter here. I forget the other one, but there are 3 Pokemon you're able to encounter, being Spinda, the first time you'll see it here, and Skarmory, a very good flying type. Of course, over Tweet there are some benefits and negatives, depending on how you want to go around your journey. Skarmory is a very good defensive-based poke. Offensively speaking, not bad. And it is better towards coverage moves, like it does have like spikes and like other status moves, but we just won't be taking advantage of them. We rather have Tweet for its dual dragon type, and plus I have a better name for it. Alright, so let's go ahead and battle these two right here. See, both of us, we collect ashes, we battle Pokemon. So in the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and start battling all these trainers and making my way over back to Route 114. And then I'll go ahead and elaborate a little bit more on what we'll be doing from that point on, so that way we can reach our 4th destination, which is Lavaridge Town, which will have our 4th gym leader to face. And hopefully we can grab our badge there. Probably not in today's episode, probably won't have enough time. But I'll be right back with you guys after these short battles. Alright guys, welcome back from that brief cut. After defeating all the trainers at Route 113, I'll be making my way over towards the Pokemon Center, healing up one more time, and then we can start heading out towards Route 114, which should be the next milestone in terms of the storyline. So of course we do have to find a way to get over towards the cable cars, as we saw in the last episode. new villains. Team Magma were blocking us from even allowing us to get inside. So now we have to at least head over towards, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Towards this section over here, around this area, that should be the, what do they call it? The Meteorite, Meteor Falls. That's where we have to go. I did level up some of my pokes a bit. Tweet did gain 2 levels, and so did Kip. So in terms of leveling up, those are good. Let me go ahead and start making my way over. I am going to go ahead and participate in those trainer battles in a moment. But I do want to make my... I need to exercise that thing, what's happening. So this lady decides to ruin it. Okay. That's her Meryl. Alright. I'll just let Tweet sit this one out, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Fruit take over because I'd rather not prolong this. I'm gonna skip over this a little bit because this isn't needed. And Lombre is the last one. Actually, I'll let Tweet take care of this. Let's see how he fares, or she. Let me be more accurate. She. Peck, 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 peck. No, not absorb. Peck. There we go. And Tweet takes that with grace. And level 19. There we go. Still more defensive. So not exactly helping in terms of the attack department, but whatever helps get leveled up helps us a lot. So let me see. There shouldn't be too much to explore in this area. Of course, if we did have that TM. Speak of hidden items. If we did have that TM for Surf, well HM specifically, then we could have made our way over to C, but we just can't access that item yet. Let's just participate in some more battles down here. Alright, so Senior and Junior Tyra and Ivy. Okay. Ooh, Grappler. Yikes. Tweet could probably handle Roselia, but Grappler, no. I'm gonna let C Money take a break for a second and let Fruit of the Loom take over. I'll let it get some more level ups while Mudkip, oh boy, Kid, takes a break from battling for a while just so he can get some more experience with the other teammates. Oh, okay, good. It didn't use Rock Throw on Tweet because that probably could have knocked it out. And no, not Negative will knock it out. Mach Punch will do super effective damage, but of course with physical and special stats being different, obviously, Mega Drain will definitely do more, even if it's not specially defensive. It's always about your opponent's stats more than your own sometimes. When it comes to these kind of battles, it's always something you gotta make sure you predict. No, why? Okay, not what I wanted. This is gonna take just a quick second because of that paralysis. Alright, we're perfect. And some extra XP for both of them is super useful because we should be getting one more teammate soon. Might be next episode. Probably won't be today. Probably won't have the time for it. And believe, yeah, Lynette's house is the house she was talking about. Since she is the creator of the Pokemon storage system for the Hoenn region. Okay, I'm sorry. Everything is so cluttered when I get engrossed in research. Things I'm done this way. This is embarrassing. Please keep this a secret exchange for this. And she gives us a Lotad doll. And of course, like I was explaining earlier, secret bases are a thing in this game, and you can always decorate it. And the Lotad doll is, of course, that a decoration. Since I do have to head over this way, I am just going to cut briefly, so that way when we make our way over there, we will have the important Team Magma entrance. So of course, just give me a break, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, welcome back. I did make my way through all the battles there, throughout 114, so that way we can head towards Meteor Falls. And one thing I should have mentioned as we entered Fall Arbor Town in the beginning, is this notable house right here, the Move Tutor's house. New moves taught to Pokemon. This is one valuable house that you can visit here in Emerald and of course Ruby and Sapphire, and any sequential buildings that have the Move Tutor in their respective games, as you are able to teach any Pokemon any move they were previously taught or able to learn prior to their evolution. That's very useful in terms of getting ideal movesets and having moves with better coverage. In order to access that though, you will be needing an item, which I do have one of, which is right here, the Heart Scale. The Heart Scale is a rare item in this game. You do have to locate it in many hidden areas throughout the Hoenn region. And I believe one consistent way is through Luvdisc catching, if that's the right way to get them. I don't remember. But we don't actually encounter Luvdisc yet. it'll be quite some time before we even probably see one, many episodes later. So we are heading toward... I wanted that double battle. I'm so sad. Okay. In the event that has happened, as I make my way into Meteor Falls, I will go ahead and see you guys there. Okay, so after some pitiful movements, we did make our way past those trainers, and this is right over here, the entrance, Meteor Falls, Rustboro City through here. So this is, of course, one way to travel through into Rustboro City a lot earlier than we saw, and this is Meteor Falls. If you have played Ruby and Sapphire, the inside is a little bit of a different color palette. I don't know the reason why they did that, but if you've noticed, it's a lot more of like a grayish, brownish, kind of like what you would normally expect to see. And then it's like a yellowish, bright yellowish tint in Ruby and Sapphire. So if that's what you saw, then yeah. But this is actually where we're seeing Team Magma, so let's see what's going on here. With this meteorite, that thing in Mount Chimney will... I don't know who you are, but if you get in the way of Team Magma, don't expect any mercy. Hold it right there. Team Magma, you're badly mistaken if you think you can have your way with the world. Oh wow, so now we see Team Aqua coming in. Hey, even Team Aqua joins us, but it's too much trouble to deal with you all. Doesn't matter. We've got the meteorites, so off to Mount Chimney we go. Be seeing you there, Team Aqua dingbats. Archie again. Didn't I see you before at Sleeport's Museum? So your name's Bronco. At that time I thought you were one of Team Magma's. You're one odd kid. Team Magma's a dangerous group of total fanatics. They engage in destruction, claiming to expand the landmass. They are the rivals to us, the sea-loving Team Aqua. Boss, should we give chase to Team Magma? Yes, we must. We've got to hurry. There's no telling what Team Magma will do at Mount Chimney. You should keep an eye out for Team Aqua. Team Magma. Team Magma too. Farewell. So that's a lot of the intro of what they're talking about. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy over here. I'm Cosmo. I'm a professor. Team Magma asked me to guide them to Meteor Falls, but they tricked me. They even took my meteorite away. And then another similar bunch, Team Aqua, showed up. After that, I don't understand any of it, but that Team Magma, what are they going to do with that meteorite at Mount Chimney? Alright, so that's one important story aspect. As we get interrupted. So that's one of the storylines. Similar to, I believe in the anime, Team Magma does do a good job of stealing the meteorite, and their plan is to take it to Mount Chimney and do their nasty evil deeds with it. So that's going to be, of course, our next step. After we encounter them here, we have to make our way back over to Mount Chimney, and of course, stop them. So now we have access to it. And we see a wild soul rock. Good Pokemon, Psychic and Rock type. A type you don't normally see, at least not really regularly seen when this originally came out. But all in all, not exactly the greatest poke out there. Alright, so in the interest of time, I will be starting my way over towards Mount Chimney, so we can see what the big deal is about in terms of trying to stop Team Magma. So for one last time in this episode, I will cut it and I'll be right back with you guys in just a moment to see what's going on over there. Alright, one last thing I forgot to mention. Since we are now still here after doing some more trainer battles, since I realized we can't go down here, when you start making your way south towards Meteor Falls, we do end up on this route over here, Route 115. And this is actually, if I pull up the PokéMap, the connecting part, at least from Meteor Falls, towards Rustboro City. So if you did ever have to go back here on your journey, you do have an easy way of accessing Rustboro from Meteor Falls if you don't want to make your way all the way over around this map. Through Vernon Turf Town all the way towards the Vernon Turf Tunnel from Rustboro City. If you don't have Rock Smash. It's easier just to do that because once you do hit down the slope, once I show it, you can't exactly reverse your option. So if I went ahead and showed you here, if you jumped over it, you are pretty much limited to just going back all the way around, and you don't want to do that. Just keep that in mind. So with that little intermission, this is where I truly cut for one last time in this episode. Alright guys, this is welcoming back you guys for the last time. And as I'm already making my way from Fall Arbor Town towards the routage, I am now at the Fiery Path. And I already did explain this a little bit in the previous episode where you can catch a lot of fire types. And notably for catching Coughing and Weezing. Wait, no, Coughing and Grimer. I was wrong with me. I've been naming everything except the one I needed to name. If you did need to catch them for your team, this is a good place to do it, and the earliest opportunity you can. And now that we made our way back here, we now can have access to the cable car since we were able to understand what's going on over at Meteor Falls with the whole mountain chimney development going on. So now that that's available, we can now talk to this lady. The cable car is ready to go up. Would you like to be on it? Please step this way. And then we get a nice cinematic of us just going up the cable car. And then as we see, it gets a little bit more vigorous in terms of the weather as we climb up. And now that we've made our way over, we now see some interesting stuff going on Mount Chimney. We see Team Aqua and Team Magma Grunts battling. If they expand the land, there will be less habitats for water going on. We're going to keep making more land. Yeah, so they're just fighting over land and sea, pretty much like they did in the anime. To prevent spoilers though, let's just say Team Aqua and Magma, just like in this game, are enemies trying to accomplish the same purpose they are here, and that is trying to get either land for Magma and more ocean space for Aqua. So as we make our way up towards Mount Chimney, there are going to be some things we have to keep in mind because there's some important storyline stuff going on. This is actually where we're going to be having to do a lot of Team Aqua and I think more majority Team Magma battles. But for the interest of time, I'm just going to leave it here for today. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Did hope you enjoyed. Admittedly, this was more of a grabbing our 4th companion and just doing a lot of training and a lot of skipping today. So in all honesty, not the most thrilling. However, when we do come back in the next episode, we are going to be seeing what's going to be going on the top of Mount Chimney and what's Team Aqua and Team Magma's further plans from this point on. So we do know pretty much their main goal is to expand the sea and expand the land on Team Aqua and Team Magma respectively. But how will they accomplish that? What's the purpose of being here on Mount Chimney? What is our purpose in trying to stop them? We're just trying to become a Pokemon Master, right? Well, as always, we'll find out all about that and more in next episode. So, guys, this has been your boy Ron, and I'll be seeing you back at Mount Chimney for our next episode. So until then, I'll see you later.